Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Nirmadon, and I'm basically going to be doing a commentary for some Halo 4 footage. Before we begin, I needed to give you guys a little bit of disclaimers, and that basically elaborates and lets you guys know that this is not a full gameplay. This is just segments of what was left over from the original version. What that means is basically the players that were already in the lobby started playing. I jumped halfway through. That is why my score and my overall settings and abilities to earn XP are lower than the normal player in the lobby. I thought I pulled out some pretty cool shots, and it was about the time frame that I wanted to keep for this commentary, so I thought I'd keep it. So if you're here for the gameplay for Halo 4, you can either wait till I upload some more later on, or, you know, maybe this isn't the gameplay for you as well. So with that in mind, guys, I thought I'd let you guys know, and I guess that's all I need to say. So let's begin with the main context. Obviously, the category for this commentary is going to be something of the equivalent of romantic, or on the horizon maybe of romantics, if you want to put it in that context. But let's get started. The background information is more nor less, I do a lot of indoor stuff. I work a full-time job at a facility, so basically I'm always inside. I don't really get out, do that kind of stuff. Obviously I graduated high school this year, December 19th, 2012, so that was obviously a great accomplishment. I've obviously wasted 12 years of my life in school, so maybe not wasted, that's probably not the word I'm looking for, but spent a lot of my time in school and learning about education and stuff like that. So I guess I gotta be give props to the education board for teaching me how to talk to you guys, for one. So congratulations to them. But that's not the point of the commentary. Obviously this year, actually this month more nor less, I picked up a machinima contract, so everything's going pretty good for me right now. But with that all in mind, there is things that you get to lose out on from doing this kind of stuff. You become very enclosed into buildings, facilities. You're not as social as maybe you once were. And that whole comment that the Xbox Live guys really like to throw around a lot. Now this is PS3 as well, so don't think you're out of the blue on this one along with PC. All the platforms do this. But the whole no life comment, I guess that approaches me a little bit more strict than the common casual player. Not saying that they can't receive that, but definitely that does fit the context very well. And I've never really been a social guy in my life. I've never really been like, oh my god, I want to go talk to people. I could really give a shit less what people think. Honestly, everyone says that, but perception and their opinions really don't mean as much. I really used to care a long time ago, and it used to affect me mentally and physically, but not anymore. I kind of excluded a lot of people in life. I didn't really care for people. I kind of dumped off a lot of friends and acquaintances. So I guess you would say I'm more of a lone wolf. Am I saying that I have no one to talk to or no one to affiliate with? No, I have people. I just put them more into an acquaintance category. I have very low friends that I would consider ever revealing information to, or at least allowing them into my life. I have definitely hung out with people that from the acquaintance department, but not on the same level. I would never share anything defining or life-changing with them. And that's just how perception is. That's how you are probably as well. Maybe you don't exactly take the comments that I take into the most grave effect, but you have acquaintances, if you want to admit it or not. If some random guy came up to you and he was really cool, I don't know, would you call him a friend right off the bat? You probably wouldn't tell him your life story, would you? You'd probably be more of an acquaintance. So, long story short, before we run out of time, because I will ramble on way too long, you miss out on a lot of things, and I'm looking forward to college at least being that eye-opener for me, allowing me to, I guess, become something different. We'll see. Of course, I've always been framed as different things throughout my lifetime, so it's always fun, but in the romantic category, there's always a chick. And every story you talk about has a chick involved, right? It's always, you always want to get that bonus, I guess you could say, at the end of the lifespan. So there is definitely, hope on the horizon, I guess you could say, in one way or another. But anyway, I've talked to this chick for a long time. And, you always want to make your move, always do. But there is complications and just things that you really got to take into effect. And for me, it is building up the guts, the 20 seconds of bravery to talk to her, to actually express myself. It's not like I don't talk to her. I've talked to her on Skype, I've talked to her on Facebook, I've talked to her in real life. I've done that kind of stuff. It's not like, oh god, there's a chick on the other side of the room, she's boner hot, let's go talk to her. It's not like that. I know stuff about her. I know her color, her favorite color, I know who her friends list is, stuff like that. I know things. I've known some people that she's dated before, which the last guy she dated is a complete fucking tool, and I wish he would just drown in a pool. He treated her like shit, and I'd love to beat his ass for it. But, of course, I would have no problem beating him. He's fucking weak as shit. He talks so much shit, it's just unbelievable. But he's just a joke, and you know, it pisses me off when I heard the stories coming from her personally. You know, we would talk in Skype and she would always tell me about this, and times again, I wish I would have done something. I wish I would have been the redefining factor in their inevitable fighting or whatever. But long story short, you know, one day something will come right out of this, and I'm hoping that I will be able to stand next to her and have that title. And a lot of you guys might be like, you know, why are you listening to this? You know, how does this affect you? It doesn't really affect you, but I thought I would tell you guys anyway because most of you guys are extremely supportive. You know, a lot of you guys are maybe pros at dating. I'm definitely not. You know, I've had people in the past that have cheated, used just ridiculous inevitables, but granted, you know, they were best friends, so it made kind of sense at the time. And yeah, long story short, you know, I'm not that great in that category, so I don't know. I guess I'm not really reaching out for advice, but in the same expense, you know, I'm just basically explaining to you guys, you know, she's just beautiful. And one day something will fall into place, you know, just for you, for me, anyone on this planet. You know, there are people that are meant for each other, there are people that are not, and one day I guess you could say I'll build up 20 seconds of bravery and hopefully tell her. Maybe it'll be an event, and maybe it'll be something that'll just be life-changing, and it'll basically make me a lot more social, I guess you could say, in that perspective. But until then, I guess I'm going to continue doing what I do best, and, you know, having a lot of fun along the way. So thank you guys so much for listening. Hopefully one day I will, you know, come to you guys again with the reassurance factor and tell you guys that everything's going to be alright in life. But until then, thank you guys so much for supporting the video and doing what you guys do. I appreciate everything you guys do on a day-to-day basis, and I will continue to upload as long as you guys watch. So this is NMO, signing off a little bit early, guys. Peace.